Well, hello there, friends. So look what I'm working on today. I'm working on a spaceship. You see this spaceship here? So really, it's not about what I'm working on, I guess, but you're going to see that anyway. But I am really working on a spaceship. Look at that. Look at the fins on this thing. Wow, it's really a spaceship. This is what some of you were asking about because you saw it in the background of one of my other videos. Right here. You see, I'm walking to the front of the car, still walking. Still walking because it's so long. It's a long car. Here we go. Okay, finally made it to the front. Look at that. Does that look mean or what? Well, this is the matter right here. This material came off the back of the seat. So I was trying to think to myself, well, how am I going to fix that? Do I have to take all these pieces apart to get to the sides and the bottom and actually remove that panel from the seat? Maybe I have to remove the whole entire seat in order to take this thing apart. I've been actually thinking about this for the past few days, how I'm going to go about this. But I think I know what I'm going to do. So get a load of the print on this panel board here, this wood. Looks like hieroglyphics or what? I don't know what that is. Did we uncover something unearthly in the spaceship? I thought this was kind of funny. Grab handles on the back of the seat that's way below, let's say like knee level. And a cigarette lighter here in the center post. Well, the car really is well preserved for its age, 1959. You can see on the door panels here that this is the original material. I'm thinking that maybe in the 1980s or 1990s, they must have got some new seat inserts, some new seat upholstery, as well as a new headliner because the material reflects what was available, most common in cars back in the 1980s and 1990s. So I thought what I'd go ahead and try it is just to hit it with some glue and see what happens. If you find value in my upholstery tutorials, now is an easier way to contribute to my YouTube channel. Buy a coffee by scanning this QR code now. Thank you. So tune in every Sunday afternoon for our mailbag segment where we answer viewers' questions and comments. See you then. So I was wondering if I just glue it back up, if it's really going to be as simple as that. Or do I have to make things harder than what they should be? Or what they need to be? Because there's a big sag here at the bottom. That's where I'm starting. I'm starting at the bottom. Get rid of all that air that's under there. So I'm starting in the middle here. Pull out all these wrinkles. So far, so good. I didn't know if this material was going to be stretched out or what, because who knows how long it's been like that. Now, if all goes well, it's a matter of tucking the material back behind everything where it pulled out. Not too many techniques in today's video. This was all pretty straightforward, wasn't it? Just make sure that the glue is all pressed down really nice is the only thing. Well, I guess that would be a technique, wouldn't it? So making sure that the glue sticks is technique number 47. It's a low number because making sure the glue sticks is very important. So one thing I think is really interesting about this car is this door post right here. See that? It's only this high. It doesn't come up to the top because this is a hardtop vehicle. They used to call them hardtops back then. There's no post. So this is really similar to the 1957 Cadillac Eldorado Brougham that I had. except that post only came up this high because they had the suicide doors in the rear. So that would leave everything here really open when you open up both doors, the front door and the rear suicide door. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Well, that was a short video. So join me next Sunday morning for something completely different. Till next time, we'll see ya. If you like this video, you'll really like the next one. So next Sunday, if you want to see something completely different,